Hello! In this video, we are now going to be working with color adjustments. In the previous videos, we were working with tonal adjustments. Now we want to work with the color information that is found within our image here. So we have our image, and right here I do have already a tonal adjustment that's going to be applied. I'm going to leave this here because what I want to do now, I want to now work with the color information that is found within my image. I'm going to use a layer adjustment again. So I'm going to go onto this little black and white circle at the bottom, and we're going to start off with using a tool that gives us less control, but it's easier to use, all the way up to hue saturation, then to color balance, and then later on we'll also go over how to create a black and white image. So let's start off with vibrance. This one only gives us two different controls. We either can control the vibrance and the saturation. I like to start off with the saturation because the saturation is really the color information the day that you have. Imagine that it's like how kind of like turning up like if I bring this all the way down to 0, you can see how the saturation is now 0. Basically, the color information is removed. You have no color information. As we increase this, this is kind of turning up the color information. It's just how much information is there. At 0 is what we saw it, but now as we pop it up to 100%, sometimes this is what's called oversaturated, where the color information is like it's too much. So that's what we're able to do with this saturation. The only thing that you're able to do with this tool is really either to bring up the colors or lower them down. You're not really able to change the color information as into I want the greens to now be blues. That's not this tool. This is only used to kind of boost up the color information. Then you have vibrance. Vibrance kind of gives it that extra bit of further push. As we bring down the vibrance, notice that we can still see color, but everything looks subdued. If we bring up the vibrance, it's a little bit further pushed out. So if we bring both of these up, you can see how it's really being oversaturated. It's pushing it up. But maybe you already like the color that you have within your scene. I'm going to go ahead and bring these back down to 0, 0 and say, you know what, maybe I want to increase the saturation just a bit and the vibrance as well. So this is an easy way of just bringing up the colors that you already have within your document. But what if you want to really change the color information? In the next video, when we start going over the hue and saturation, that's one way of being able to really change the color information found within your image. We'll see you in the next video.